Vince's faith was so profound that at 15 he had visions of becoming Father Lombardi. He even enrolled in a school that prepared teenage boys for the priesthood. But short of completing his study, he had a change of heart.
I think he left for a couple of reasons. One is he liked girls, and the other is he liked football. And neither of those could be done at Cathedral Prep.
But rather than abandon his faith, Vince found a way to balance it with football. Rising from the Brooklyn Sandlots to high school prominence, he became the first Lombardi to attend college when he accepted a scholarship to the Jesuit school, Fordham University. When he arrived at the Bronx campus as a freshman in 1933, Fordham was a national football power.
Number 40, right guard. Not the most talented, but he was tenacious and never quit.
Nearsighted and colorblind. Doesn't matter for an offensive lineman. You don't have to see too far.
Removed from the sheltered world of his Italian neighborhood, Vince was being exposed to the harsh realities of life.
A teammate of his made a comment, "Lombardi, come over here and stand next to this other fellow. I want to see which one of you is the darker complexion." So in Italian, that was a pretty good insult. And a fight ensued. They both ended up in the infirmary. And my dad really thought his football career at Fordham was over, that he was going to get thrown out of school as a consequence.
Though Lombardi's suspension lasted only days, his sensitivity to prejudice would stay with him for a lifetime.
It was an era when that sort of discrimination against Italians was commonplace. It was one of the driving forces of Lombardi's life. He had something to prove, and that drove him to achieve even more.
As did the lessons he took from the Jesuits.
The Jesuits were rigorous academics, and you were pushed to be the best that you can be with what you have, academically, sports-wise, whatever.
It was the striving for perfection and the giving of everything that Lombardi took out of the Jesuits and brought his entire life afterwards.
Lombardi was often injured and sat out much of his first 3 seasons. Once healthy, he played both offense and defense and became a fixture on Fordham's celebrated line, which was never better than during a showdown with national power Pittsburgh, a game that came down to a goal line stand.
Bobby LaRue crashes the line, only to find Fordham's magnificent forward wall holding him at the line of scrimmage.
The game ended in a scoreless tie. Fordham remained unbeaten.
It was his proudest moment as a football player. He was one of the heroes of that great game in their finest season.
The Fordham line wrote itself into college football lore, and the undersized Lombardi was immortalized as one of the 7 blocks of granite.
He wasn't a great player, but he was part of this group. And that's what the 7 blocks represent, this group all working in concert.